Hey, hello, hello, hey, hello, hello. Hello, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ekom. If you're just seeing me for the first time, it is so good to have you here. Okay, let me get into the meat and potatoes of today's video. So I am making a bubu top today using this very beautiful purple Adire fabric. I want to call it a squiggly Adire because of all the squiggles on the pattern. Let me see if I can show you. Come a bit closer. Can you see all the squiggles? So that's why I'm calling it squiggly Adire. And I'm using this for the modified bubu top. I had made in one of my earlier videos, I had made this beautiful bubu out of this pattern right here, but then I want to make a few changes, you know, with the top version. With this one, I kind of found out several things about it, right? So first of all, I'm just in a very silly mood today. Okay, so first of all, I noticed that the sleeves were a bit too wide for me and it stops at the shoulder level. So what I found out is that whenever I'm kind of walking through doors or walking past doors, not walking through doors, my god, I'm not a superhero, walking past doors, you know, the sleeves would hang by the door handle and it just means that it's too wide, right? So I took down some inches from the sleeves on the pattern, maybe like about 2 or 3 inches. I measured from shoulder to like my armpit level, just kind of gauge, you know, what the measurement is, and then I modified that on this pattern. This is the front one on the cutting table. And then one other thing that I did was obviously shorten the length. So this is going to be about 28 inches from my shoulder to, let's say, below waist level. And what else? Yes, and I'm making the sleeves a bit longer because I feel like it would look prettier as a longer version as opposed to it being at the elbow level. Plus my arms are short, you know, I don't have long arms, so I have to help myself, right? And I am making this for 2 people, so myself, and I'm average size, 5'5", and one for my sister, she's about, I want to say 5'7", 5'8". Don't come for me and you bet if you're watching this, okay? I want to say she's about 5'7", 5'8", so this would probably stop at her, and she has longer arms than I do, so it will probably stop just below her elbows, right, the sleeves. So that's what I'm working with today. I really enjoyed making this one, but I feel like the bubu top will go a lot faster because there really isn't much to it, right? It's just I have to join the seams at the shoulder level. I have to also sew up the side seams as well as hem. Oh, I also have to attach the facings because this comes with facings, which is really cool. And I have to hem the sleeves as well as the bottom bits. And then voila, we are done. Okay. Shout out to Kim Day for making this beautiful pattern. Like, she has no idea how much she saved me. I remember at the beginning of the year, I was like, damn, I really want a bubu pattern. I want to make a bubu. And then baby girl appears with a pattern, so shout out to her. This will be my second make with this pattern, so I'm really pleased with it. I like patterns that I can modify and do different things with, and included in the pattern instructions are ways you can hack the pattern and modify it to do different things, which I feel is really cool. So I'm really excited for today's project. Okay, I am so excited. I'm so happy. 1 second. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mommy, what the hell? Hey. I had to go and move my cat from my laptop. Oh my god. This cat won't finish me. Okay, so this is the fabric of the day. This is what we are working with. And if this sounds like something you'd be interested in seeing, okay, I want you to stay tuned. And yeah, if you're sewing along, please sew along with me. Grab you a cup of tea, a cup of water, whatever beverage you might like, okay? I'm just probably going to be sipping tea as I make this. And it should, again, like I said, come through pretty quickly. I should probably go through this pretty quickly. I don't plan to spend too much time doing this. Yeah. So I'll see you at the cutting table.
Okay, so we are at the cutting table now, and I thought, we'd have a nice chat while I cut the pattern pieces and sew them together. And yeah, I guess I just wanted to talk about, what do I want to talk about? Okay, basically how I'm doing currently, right? Most of the videos I have uploaded so far has just really been talking about my experiences and lessons I'm learning while my life is in transition. And it's so funny. At the beginning of this year, I don't think I ever envisioned how the year would go in terms of where I'm currently at, right? But I should have known, because at the end of last year, let's say around the 28th or 29th of December, I wanted to just start mentally preparing and spiritually preparing myself for 2026, right? Because the girls were saying, and I don't just want to say the girls alone, but then one of my spiritual mentors, her name is Empress Karen, she had been telling us about this year being the year of the fire horse, and I knew that this year was going to be a little bit intense in the best of ways, as well as go by pretty quickly. So and can you believe we're in May actually? I cannot believe we're already in the second week of May. It's so crazy. I'm actually recording this on the 14th of May, so it's insane to me. Anyways, so at the end of last year, I think it was 29 to be precise, I, was in the space of spiritually preparing myself. And I pulled some tarot decks, right? I pulled some tarot cards. And one of the cards I pulled was the Tower card in reverse. And I feel like that should have been the signal to me that, holy shit, this year would be pretty unique. So I pulled the Tower card in reverse, and then I knew that, okay, some major changes were coming in my life. And if you're familiar with tarot, if you're familiar with the Tower card, if you're not familiar with the Tower card, it's basically a card signifying that major changes and major upheavals would happen in your life. Things would basically, the visual of the Tower card is a lightning striking a tower and then people falling off that tower. So it literally, the visuals on the card it literally explains what the energy of that card brings. So I knew that, okay, something serious was going to happen, but I don't think I fully understood this. I don't think I fully, sometimes people say you have to really experience it to understand it, and that's where I'm at. And so I've had lots of huge, major upheavals actually happen in my life, big endings, happen as well. And I've just been in this space of grieving a lot of things, right? Grieving the end of some friendships, grieving the end of, I don't want to say the end of the career, but just the career that I thought I would have and the way I thought I would have it, right? Just grieving that, because I went into that and I actually saw for myself that this is actually not what I envisioned. These spaces are not spaces that are conducive for my type of person and for who I am. So it's just been grieving all of those things. And I feel no, actually I don't feel I believe that sewing has actually helped me. It's one creative practice that helps me slow down and connect with myself, And that connecting with self has just been so important for me to do this year. Let's say I've been, playing and not taking it as seriously in the previous years. But this year in particular, I have really been very mindful about the practice of connecting with myself, connecting with my intuition. And sewing is one creative practice that really helps me to slow down and helps me to, just connect with myself, let all the thoughts surface up, let all of the, all of the murky stuff, all of the sad stuff, all of the, whatever stuff that wants to come up, I just let it surface. And sewing really does help me with all of that. So while I'm, in this flux period of my life, in this, major upheaval season, I'm just really leaning into my intuition to guide me, right? Because I'm quite tired of figuring out component of my life with my logical mind, which has left me severely burnt out. All of the times I've tried to apply logic to how I live my life and how I, allow certain things to go, it has left me severely burnt out. It has left me with high stress levels. I remember at the beginning of the year when I went to the doctor to do my medical checkup, my routine checkups, like my cortisol was really high. Like my stress levels were quite high. And I look, you don't blame myself, because when you are alone, like when you live alone, you're trying to figure out things, and you're single, trying to figure out things by yourself, like it can be a lot when you don't have that support system, right? Or you don't have that physical support system. I have a support system, but where you don't have that physical support system, people that you see on a daily basis that help you, it can be very, very tough to figure out life all by yourself, right? So doing all of that just really left me depleted, and trying to figure out things with my logical mind just really left me depleted overall. But one thing that just gives me hope is that I know that this phase of my life is very temporary, and I trust and have faith in the divine's plans for my life, and my life's unfolding. I try to say affirmations every day to encourage myself, even when I don't feel like it. And I would say at the beginning of the year, I really didn't feel like it, because if you've ever experienced winter in Toronto, you would understand what I'm talking about. And not just experience winter in Toronto alone, but like for the first time, like you are living here for the first time. You're probably pretty new in the country. Maybe you've been here for 3+ years, 2+ years, even 1 year. Less than 10 years. If you've been living here, you know that this is a major shock to the system. Like winters are pretty harsh, right? So I've just been trying to push myself to encourage myself, and to just point to myself spiritually as well. And I'm so happy that I listened to myself, so grateful to myself for listening when I felt the urge to pick up sewing. And I just continue to amaze myself by how much I enjoy this creative process and the things that I make. And another, tool I have been using to really help me through this time in my life are herbs. Like herbs have been immensely supportive to me through this process. I have, let me see, example of herbs I have been using so far: mushroom herbs like adaptogens, right? Adaptogens is one type of herbs I've been using, like ashwagandha, like lion's mane, and also ginseng. Ginseng is not an adaptogen, it's just a really powerful herb that helps your immune system. I've been using Siberian ginseng for my hormones as well, because I've been really suffering through hormonal imbalance. So that has really helped me to bring me back to a normal baseline. So I'm very grateful to the herbs that have been supportive to me. And this has actually opened me up, right? I have been able to kick out habits that I used to cope during those chaotic times, which I'm so grateful to the herbs for. And I've also, through my sewing and through connecting with my intuition, like come up with several ways to kind of help myself move forward, right? Whether it's through figuring out other ways to make money, like I am considering offering one-on-one sewing classes to my community. And I also attended the Job Liberation Summit, which kind of opened my mind up to seeing different ways I could take my career, whether through contract jobs or whatever. And so that really helped me in my career life. And I have already taken some of those lessons I learned at the summit and have put them in motion. And then I'm also letting go of old stories, right? Letting go of old stories of hurt and disappointment. I have just let that go, because I found out that there is no reason to like hold on to the things that hurt you and disappoint you. That is just only causing you more suffering, or causing me more suffering. And why would I want to keep suffering, right? Like the best thing to do is just to forgive and let go. And my life is so beautiful. Your life is so beautiful. Like there's so much that we should be focused on in terms of things we are grateful for, things that we can look forward to. people that we can surround ourselves with that love us and that we love back. Like, I figured that I'd rather spend my time doing those things instead, rather than, what's the word now, ruminating through old hurt and disappointments. I just let that go, man. I just let that go. And then another thing I've been doing is just embodying my personal power more fully. Like, this year it really really clicked to me, the power of my agency, the power that I have in my choices. Like, oh my god, right? So I have been exercising that more, and also trusting in God's plan, trusting my spirit team, trusting my intuition, just having faith and listening more for direction, right? Because again, like I said earlier, like, I was really leaning into my logical mind, trying to do things the logical way, but I have found out that for my life that doesn't work. Like, what I need to do is just to trust in my intuition and have faith that they have my back, they have my best interest at heart, and they love me. So that's what I've been doing, right? Just trusting myself, taking care of myself, preparing like I know that something huge is about to happen for me, and also most of all, ultimately, just enjoying myself through all of this, right? Even when things appear not good, like, emphasis on appear, right? Because again, all of these things are temporary, and things always turn around, right? Like, life becomes, everything that you always wished and hoped for if you just hold on. And even in this process of chaos, I'm trying to embrace the good in it. I am seeing the good in it. I am embracing the solitude, I'm embracing the lessons, I'm embracing everything. I'm really embracing it, because it's just teaching me how to be, more compassionate to myself, how to be more graceful, and how to be forgiving, how to let go, how to, just basically channel, my intuition through my creative practices, which is right now sewing has really really helped me. And attending, group containers like the summit, like Empress Karen's container over on Patreon, like Kili Miracles container, through her different spiritual resource tools that she offers. Like, all of these things I feel has really really helped me, come back to a normal baseline, to a baseline of love, a baseline of compassion for myself, a baseline of mindfulness, a baseline of intention, like all of the good things that you would want, right, for your life and for yourself. Like, this all of these practices, all of these containers, like, it has really really been such a huge help to my journey, and I am really so grateful. I'm in such a good space, I'm in a happy space, and I'm so thankful to the divine for, like, just helping me through it. Thankful for the loved ones that I have that are surrounding me with love. And then one thing I'm noticing is that I'm actually aligning with people that really love me, people that support me, people that try to help me through this period, and I am honestly so grateful to them. And I'm just so excited for my life, excited for what is unfolding, and excited for what is coming next. And I just want to encourage anyone that is listening, that is also going through a rough period, like, just hang on, continue to trust, the divine, God, universe, whatever higher power you believe in. Continue to trust and just have faith that everything is working. Okay, so I have spoken for a little while now. I'm just going to let you enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in and for supporting me. I get to show you the end result at the end of the video. So if you want to see that, okay, just keep watching. And yeah, take care. Bye. Done. Oh my god, I love it so much. Oh, get into the details. So I got this sleeve just barely below my elbow, which is okay. It's not as long as I would have liked, and that's because of the fabric. The Adire fabric is very special in its width, so I wasn't able to get the longer version of the sleeve that I wanted, but this is okay for me. And I like the length of the top. It just covers my, well, barely covers my bum, but it's a good length.
And yeah, this is one where I have styled it. I styled it with the jeans, and you could also wear like a turtleneck with this as well, right? Because of the cold season. It's actually currently quite cold in Toronto. But yeah, this is my mini top. It has a lovely V-neckline. I wore like a camisole inside, and then it has a facing, which makes it very comfortable. And I love it so much. I really, really like it. It's so cute. It's so chic, and it kind of reminds me of dashikis as well. But this is what I wanted, so I'm happy that it came together pretty nicely. So yeah, let me know how you did in the comments, if you like it, and I'll catch you on my next video. Thank you. Bye. Just one more twirl for you. I'm really excited. Okay, now bye.